She wedges a broken pallet against the dumpster to climb up. The metal lid is heavy, iced over at the edges, and her fingers are so cold they barely bend. She grunts, forces it open, and the stench rolls out like a punch. Inside, half-eaten steaks still bleeding pink, cracked lobster shells, a whole tray of blackened Brussels sprouts, and something that might once have been foie gras. She's seen worse. She's eaten worse. Maria lowers herself in up to the waist, knees braced on the rim. Her flashlight, a cracked dollar store penlight held together with a rubber band, sweeps the garbage. She's methodical. Bread first, then protein, then anything in a sealed container that rats haven't opened yet. She stuffs 2 cold dinner rolls into the pocket of her coat, then a vacuum-sealed packet of sliced prime rib someone must have sent back because it was too rare. That's when her knuckles brush something soft and out of place. Leather. She digs deeper, past a slimy bag of salad and a broken bottle of Chateau whatever the hell. Her fingers close around a wallet. Not some cheap bifold. This thing is thick, supple, heavier than it has any right to be. She hauls it out, water streaming off it in rivulets. Under the weak beam of her flashlight, the wallet looks almost black, but when she tilts it, the light catches the subtle weave of alligator skin. A discreet gold H is stamped near the corner. She's seen that logo before, in magazines she finds in waiting rooms, on billboards towering over the expressway. Hawthorne. Her heart does something complicated, half kick, half stall. Maria climbs out of the dumpster, lands hard on the wet pavement, and crouches under the restaurant's weak security light. She opens the wallet with reverent fingers. Cash first. A fat brick of hundreds held together by a silver money clip shaped like a circuit board. She fans them quickly, 40 grand, maybe more. Then the cards. Black Amex Centurion, Platinum Visa Infinite, a titanium card with no name on it, just a chip and a magnetic strip. Driver's license behind a clear window. Alexander James Hawthorne, 45, 6 feet 2, organ donor. The photo is unsmiling, intense, the kind of face that makes shareholders nervous and tabloids rich. There's something else tucked behind the license. A flat, matte black rectangle the size of a credit card but thicker, no markings except a faint glowing blue line along one edge. When her thumb brushes it, the line pulses once, like a heartbeat. She jerks her hand back. Maria's breath fogs in front of her. $40,000. More money than she's seen in the last 10 years combined. Enough to get off the street for good. New boots. A room with heat. A bus ticket to somewhere the wind doesn't bite so hard. She thinks about the last time she had a real bed, a shelter cot 2 winters ago, before the bedbugs and the screaming guy with the knife. She thinks about her daughter, Anna, who would be 16 now, somewhere in Sao Paulo with foster parents Maria can't even write to because she lost the address years ago. She closes the wallet. The rain keeps falling, drumming on the dumpster lid like impatient fingers. Maria tucks the wallet inside her coat, against her heart, zips the broken zipper as far as it will go, and starts walking south on Wabash. Every step squelches. She doesn't look back. Alexander Hawthorne stands at the floor-to-ceiling window of his corner office, watching the city crawl back to life under a bruised sky. He's already on his 3rd espresso, tie still perfect, jaw clenched so tight it could crack walnuts. The wallet isn't just missing money, it's missing the prototype keycard to Vault 9, the offline server farm where his new AI core lives. One card, no duplicates, biometric lock that only reads him. And that card in tandem. If it's gone, the entire launch window collapses. Billions. His assistant, Devin 29, terrified of both silence and his boss, hovers in the doorway. Devin. Security pulled the alley footage, sir. 2:14 a.m. Woman in a green army coat went into the dumpster. Came out with something small. Walked south. Alex doesn't turn around. Name. We don't have one yet. Facial rec got a partial. She's in the system. Maria Santos. Couple of old loitering tickets, one public intoxication from 21. No violent record. Alex finally faces him. She has 48 hours before that card is useless to anyone except the people who want me dead. Find her. Bring her to me. Quietly. Devin swallows. Yes, sir. Cut to the 12th District Police Station, South Loop. The lobby smells like bleach and wet wool. Maria stands dripping at the front desk, clutching a styrofoam cup of coffee someone pressed into her hand. Her coat is leaving a puddle on the cracked linoleum. The desk sergeant, Officer Ramirez 50s, seen everything twice, eyes her like she's a stray dog that might bite. Maria places the wallet on the counter with both hands, gentle, like it's a sleeping baby. Maria. This belongs to Alexander Hawthorne. Everything's inside. Cash, cards, all of it. Tell him a woman found it behind Lucille Etoile. Tell him I didn't take anything. Ramirez opens the wallet, whistles low when he sees the cash. He flips to the license, looks up sharply. Ramirez, you're telling me you found 40 grand in the trash and just brought it here? Maria meets his eyes. Yes. Ramirez studies her for a long beat, then picks up the phone. Yeah, this is Ramirez at 12. I need a direct line to Hawthorne Tower Security. Tell them we have Mr. Hawthorne's property, and tell them the person who brought it is standing right in front of me. 23 minutes later, a black Suburban screeches to a stop outside, hazard lights blinking. Alexander Hawthorne steps out himself, no umbrella, coat unbuttoned despite the cold. Cameras on phones start flashing from across the street, someone recognizes him. He ignores them, strides through the doors like he owns the building, he probably owns the mortgage. The room quiets, cops pretend not to stare. Alex's eyes sweep the lobby and lock on Maria, still dripping by the desk, clutching the now empty coffee cup like a shield. He stops 2 feet away. Alex, you're the one. Maria nods once. Alex, do you have any idea what was in that wallet? Maria, enough to never have to dig through trash again. A flicker of surprise crosses his face, he expected excuses, threats, tears. He reaches into his coat, pulls out a checkbook. 10,000. Right now. Name your bank. Maria looks at the checkbook, then at him. Her voice is quiet but steady. Maria, I don't want your money, Mr. Hawthorne. The room collectively holds its breath. Alex scoffs. Everyone wants money. Maria, not me, not for this. He steps closer, lowers his voice. Then what do you want? She doesn't flinch. Maria, 1 hour, 1 dinner. You sit where I sit. You eat what I eat. No cameras, no charity, just 1 hour of your time. That's my price. Alex stares at her like she just spoke in tongues. Then, to everyone's shock, including his own, he laughs short, sharp, almost human. Alex, you're serious. Maria, completely. He looks around the lobby, at the cops pretending not to listen, at the security cameras, at the life he's built that suddenly feels paper thin. Alex, tonight, 8 o'clock, text me where. He hands her a business card, thick stock, no title, just a phone number. Maria takes it with wet fingers. Alex turns to leave, then pauses. Alex, you know most people would have kept it. Maria, most people haven't lost everything yet. He studies her for another second, something unreadable moving behind his eyes, then walks out into the rain without another word. The doors swing shut behind him. Maria stands in the puddle she made, holding the card, while the entire precinct stares at her like she just turned down a winning lottery ticket. Episode 3, The Price. Hawthorne Tower, late afternoon. Alex stands at his window again, city lights flickering on below like cheap Christmas bulbs. Devin knocks once and enters, tablet in hand. Devin, she texted. 8 p.m. Street, Ignatius Shelter on Roosevelt. Come alone, no drivers, no security detail. Coat and tie optional, her words. Alex snorts. She's enjoying this. Devin hesitates. Sir, the keycard's back in the vault. Biometrics resynced. Whatever she wanted, she already could have sold it for 8 figures on the dark web. She didn't. Alex turns, eyes sharp. That's exactly why I'm going. Cut to the precinct evidence room, 5 hours earlier. Maria signs the property return form. Ramirez slides the receipt across. Ramirez, lady, you just handed a billionaire his life back and asked for a dinner date. You sure you're feeling okay? Maria smiles, small and tired. I'm feeling honest. Ramirez shakes his head, almost proud. You're either the bravest woman I ever met or the craziest. Maria pockets the shelter address she wrote for Alex. Maybe both. Alex Hawthorne walks through the metal detector in a charcoal topcoat that costs more than the building's monthly electric bill. Every head turns. The room smells of bleach, tomato sauce, and old grief. Maria waits by the serving line in a clean but faded denim shirt someone donated last Christmas. She hands him a chipped plastic tray without ceremony. Maria, tonight you're just Alex. No last names. They move down the line. Volunteers slop watery spaghetti onto his plate, a square of garlic bread hard as particle board, a ladle of canned green beans swimming in margarine. Alex's hand twitches. He's used to servers who genuflect, but he says nothing. They sit at a long table between Marcus, Vietnam vet, missing 3 fingers, and Layla, 17, fresh bruises under yesterday's makeup. Conversation is loud, unfiltered. Marcus tells a filthy joke about Nixon. Layla cries into her beans because her mom OD'd last week. Nobody asks Alex who he is, nobody cares. Maria watches him pick at the food. Maria, Lo, you hate it. Alex, I've had worse. Army Rangers Charity Gala, 2018. The chef tried molecular gastronomy with MREs. She almost laughs. Almost. Marcus leans over. You her boyfriend or something? Alex meets Maria's eyes. Something. Halfway through the meal, Alex finally speaks the question burning since morning. Alex, 40 grand in your pocket and you're still here. Why? Maria wipes her mouth with a napkin that disintegrates. Money fixes things. It doesn't fix people. I wanted you to see the people. He looks around the room, at the tired mothers, the shaking addicts, the kids pretending to be tougher than they are, and for the first time in years, Alexander Hawthorne has no exit strategy. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead like a warning. Alex sets his fork down, appetite gone, something else waking up. The shelter doors close behind them with a hydraulic sigh. The temperature has dropped into the teens, their breath hangs like ghosts. Maria leads him south on Halsted, past shuttered storefronts and idling CTA buses. Alex keeps waiting for her to ask for something, anything, but she just walks, hands buried in the pockets of her old coat. They cross under the dark ribs of the Eisenhower Expressway. Traffic roars overhead like a distant ocean. Maria. Almost. There. Alex. Where exactly is there? She doesn't answer. A block later she turns into the shadowed underside of the Lake Street Bridge. The wind is vicious here, funneled straight off the lake. She points to a nook between two concrete pillars. A blue tarp tied to shopping cart frames, flattened cardboard for a mattress, 2 milk crates for furniture. A single battery lantern glows inside like a candle in a cave. Alex stops dead. Maria. Home. He stares at the tiny fortress, then at her. The billionaire who negotiates 9-figure deals before breakfast suddenly can't find words. Alex. Horse. You sleep here. Every night. Maria shrugs like it's obvious. When the shelters are full. Or when I need quiet. She crouches, pulls a plastic grocery bag from the cart, offers him a half-frozen bottle of water. He takes it automatically. Alex. I have apartments. Plural. Empty. Heated. You could. No. The word is gentle but final. I'm not a stray you get to take home, Alex. He explodes, quieter than the wind deserves. Then why the hell did you bring me here? To prove you're tougher than me. Congratulations. You win. Maria stands, steps close enough that he smells wet wool and faint soap. Her eyes are fierce. Maria. I brought you here so tomorrow, when you're in your glass tower, you remember this spot exists. That I exist. That we all do. That's all I asked for. 1 hour. Hour's up. She turns to crawl into her tarp. Alex grabs her wrist, not rough, just desperate. Maria. She waits. Alex's voice cracks like thin ice. What happens to you tomorrow? She looks at the river, black and glittering under the streetlights, then back at him. The smallest, saddest smile. Maria. Same as yesterday. I wake up breathing. That's still a good day. She slips out of his grasp and disappears behind the tarp. The lantern clicks off. Darkness swallows her whole. Alex stands there a long time, frozen in more ways than one, while the city keeps moving above him and refuses to care. The sky is the color of old pewter. A moving truck idles under the bridge, hazards blinking amber. 2 more vans behind it. A small crowd has already gathered. Word travels fast when there's heat and food. Maria emerges from her tarp, hair wild, eyes squinting against the headlights. She sees Alex first, leaning against the truck in the same coat from last night, and shaven, eyes red like he hasn't slept at all. Maria, wary, you shouldn't be here. Alex, too late. He pulls open the truck's back door. Inside, stacks of army surplus blankets still in plastic, boxes of thermal coats, stainless steel food warmers steaming with real oatmeal and bacon, a portable shower trailer already hooked to a generator, pallets of bottled water, socks, hygiene kits. A crew of volunteers in new, Hawthorne outreach, hoodies unloads like it's the most normal thing in the world. Maria's mouth actually falls open. Alex steps down, boots crunching on frozen gravel. His voice is raw. Alex, I'm not here to save you. I'm here because I can't unsee last night. I can't go back to being the guy who loses a wallet and sends lawyers instead of showing up himself. He gestures to a half-finished banner being hung on the truck's side. Hawthorne outreach, no strings. Someone's painting the letters freehand in the cold. Alex, I liquidated 2 hedge fund positions at open. That's the seed money. More coming. Mobile units, real caseworkers, actual housing pipelines. Not shelters. Homes. Maria finds her voice. And what do you want from me? He meets her eyes, no armor left. Alex. Work with me. Not for me. You know these streets better than any boardroom full of consultants ever will. Help me not screw this up. People are already lining up, quiet, dignified, hopeful. A woman Maria recognizes from the shelter last night clutches a hot cup of coffee like it's gold. Maria looks at the growing crowd, then at the man in front of her who looks like he's aged 5 years in one night. She steps forward, extends her hand, no gloves, fingers red from cold. Maria. Partners. Alex takes it. Their handshake is firm, equal, filmed by no one. Close up on their joined hands as the sun finally breaks over the skyline, painting everything gold for the first time all winter. Maria. Soft, almost to herself. Some things are heavier than being broke. Fade out on the banner flapping in the wind and the quiet, steady sound of people being fed, no questions asked. Screen fades to black. White text appears. This story was inspired by real acts of kindness that happen every day in cities all over the world. If it moved you, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because next week we're bringing you another true story redemption that'll break your heart and put it back together stronger. Comment below, what would you have done with the wallet? See you in the next one. Stay human.